The genesis of love, from sex to superconsciousness. Question number one: what is love? To feel it is easy. To define love is difficult indeed. If you ask a fish what the sea is like, the fish will say, "This is the sea." The sea is all around, and that is that. But if you insist, "Please define the sea," then the problem becomes very difficult indeed. Finest and the most beautiful thing in the life can be lived, can be known, but they are difficult to define, difficult to describe. Man's misery is this: for the last 4 to 5 thousand years, he has simply talked and talked about something he should have been living earnestly, about something that must be realized from within, about love. There have been great talks on love. Countless love songs have been sung, and devotional hymns are continuously being chanted in the temples and the churches. What all is not done in the name of love? Still, there is no place for love in man's life. If we delve deeply into mankind's languages, we will find a more untrue word than love. All the religions carry on about love, but the kind of love that is found everywhere, the kind of love that has been evolving man like some hereditary misfortune, has only succeeded in the closing all the gates to the love itself in the man's life. But the masses worship the leaders of the religions as the creators of the love. They have falsified love. They have booked and blocked all the love's streams. In this case, there is no basic difference between East and West, between India and America. Everyone just blocked the love. A stream of love has not yet surfaced in the man, and we attribute this is man himself. We say it is because man is spoiled, that love has not evolved, that there is no current of love in our life. We blame it on the mind. We say the mind is poisonous. Mind is not poison. Those who degrade the mind have poisoned love. They have not allowed the growth of love. Nothing in this world is poison. Nothing is bad in the God's whole creation out there. Everything is nectar. It is man alone who has transformed this full cup of nectar into the poison. And the major culprits are the so-called teachers, so-called holy men and saints, insane people, the politicians. Reflect upon this in detail. If this sickness is not understood immediately, if it is not straightened out right away, there is no possibility, now or in the future, of love in man's life. Ironical thing is that we have blindly accepted the reasons for this from the very same sources that are to blame for love's not dawning on the human horizon in the first place. If misleading principles are repeated and reiterated down to the centuries, we won't see the basic fallacies behind the original principles, and then chaos is created, because man is intrinsically capable of becoming what these unnatural rules say he should become. We simply accept that man is wrong. In ancient times, I have heard a hawker of hand fans moved by past by the palace of king every day. He used to brag about unique and wonderful hand fans he sold. No one, he claimed, had ever seen such fans before. King had a collection of all sorts of fans from every corner of the world, and so he was curious. He leaned over his balcony on the day to have a look at his uh, cellar of unique and wonderful fans. To him, the fans looked ordinary, hardly worth a penny, but he called the man upstairs anyway. The king asked, "What is the uniqueness of those fans, and what is their price?" Hawker replied, "Your Majesty, they do not cost much. Considering the quality of these fans, the price is very low, 100 rupees a fan." King was amazed. 100 rupees? This paisa fan, this penny fan, is available anywhere in the market, and you asked 100 rupees? What is so special about these fans? The man said, "Quality, the quality. His fan is guaranteed to last 100 years. Even in 100 years, it won't spoil. From the look of it, it seems impossible it can even last a week. And are you trying to cheat me? Is this outright fraud?" And with the king too, the vendor answered, "My lord, would I dare? You know very well, sir, that I walk under your balcony daily, selling my fans. The price is 100 rupees a fan, and I am responsible if does not last 100 years. Every day I am available in the street, and above all, you are the ruler of this land. How can I be safe if I cheat on you?" The fan was purchased at the asking price, although the king did not trust the hawker. He was dying of curiosity to know what grounds the man had to making such a statement, and Bender was ordered to present himself again to the seventh-day central stick. Came out in 3 days, and the fan disintegrated before the week was out. The fan already disintegrated. King was sure the seller of fans would never turn up again, but to his complete surprise, the man presented himself as he had been asked to, on time, on the seventh day. "At your service, your Majesty." The king was furious. "You rascal, you fool, look, there lives your pen, all broken into pieces. This is its condition in a week. And you guaranteed it would last 100 years. Are you mad or just a super cheat?" The man replied humbly, "With due respect, it seems my lord does not know how to use pens. The, ma- the pen must last for 100 years. It is guaranteed. How did you pen?" The king said, "My goodness, now I will have to learn how to pen too. Please don't be angry. How did the pen come to this fate in just 7 days? How did you pen?" King lifted the pen, showing the manner in which one pens. The man said, "Now I understand. You should not pen like that." "What other way is there?" the king asked. The man explained, "Hold the pen steady, keep it steady in front of you, and then move your head to and fro. You do not move your pen, you move your head. Pen will last 100 years. You will pass away, but the pen will remain intact. Nothing is wrong with the pen. The way you pen is the wrong. You keep the pen steady and move your head. There is my pen at fault. Fault is yours, not that of my pen." Mankind is accused of similar fault. Look at the humanity. Man is so weak, so sick from the cumulative illness of the law. 5, 6, 10,000 years. It is repeatedly said that it is man who is wrong, not the culture. Man is rotting, yet the culture is praised. Our great culture, our great religion, everything is great, and see the fruits of it. Oh my God. They say man is wrong. Man should change himself, yet no one stands up to question whether things are not like they are because of culture and religion. Unable to fill man with love after 10,000 years are based on the false values. And if love has not evolved in that lasted 10,000 years, take it from me, there is no future possibility based on this culture and religion of ever seeing a loving man, something which could not be achieved in the last 10,000 years, cannot be attained in the next 10,000 years at all. Today's man will be the same tomorrow. Although the outer wrapping of etiquette, civilization, and technology change from time to time, man is the same and will be same forever. We are not prepared to review our culture and religion. Yet we sing their praises at the top of our lungs and kiss the feet of their saints and custodians. We won't even agree to look back, to reflect on our ways, upon the direction of our thinking, to check if they are not misleading or somewhat misguiding you towards your future, to see they are not all wrong. I wish to say that the base is detective, that the values are false, and the proof is today's man. What other proof can there be? If we plant a seed and the fruit is poisonous and bitter, what does it prove? It proves that the seed must have been poisonous and bitter. But it is difficult, of course, to foretell whether a particular seed will give bitter fruit or not. You may look it over carefully, praise it or break it open, but you cannot predict for sure that whether the fruit will be sweet or not. You have to wait for test of the time. Sow a seed, plant will sprout, airs will pass, tree will emerge, will spread its branches to the sky, will bear fruits, and only then you will come to know whether the seed that was sown was bitter or not. Modern man is the fruit of those seeds of culture and religion that were sown 10,000 years ago and have been nurtured ever since. And the fruit is bitter. It is full of conflict and misery. But we are the very people who eulogize those seeds and expect love to flower from the man. It is not to be. I repeat, because any possibility of birth of love has been killed by religion. The possibility has been poisoned. More so than in man, love can be seen in the birds, animals, and plants. In those who have no religion or culture, love is more evident in uncivilized man, in backward woodsman, than in the so-called progressive, cultured, and civilized man of today. And remember, the Aboriginal people have no developed civilization, culture, or religion. Aboriginals were more cultured. That is the reason. They were more fruitful towards their own life out there. Gotcha.